Hello. Welcome to Log 76. It is 11:25 p.m. I meant to record this earlier. I just watched a movie, and I didn't realize that it was 2.5 hours. Did not check the time before I started that. But it was Project Hail Mary. It was really good. I had read the book recently, and I loved it so much. And the movie was wonderful. Yeah, today was more or less the recovery day after the absolutely insane week that was this past week. It was the crunch week. As I had written on my calendar, it was the last collegiate crunch time ever. So, oh yeah, I had planned to go to a 10:15 workout class. I thought I was being generous by setting my alarm for 8:30 instead of 6:30. Woke up to my alarm, said, no, that is not happening. And then I woke up again at 12. And I mean, the work wasn't over yet. I still had another reception today for a different art show in a city, which was pretty cool. But that was from 1 to 3. And I had rolled out of bed at 12. Not looking exactly reception ready, I might say. So, pulled myself together. Got a dress out of my closet or whatever. Although I don't really have a closet because it's an apartment. It's just a cubby. But, yeah. I drove myself over there. It was an hour drive. But it was cool. I'm glad I went. I was considering maybe not going because I didn't do my morning pages yet or my yoga or whatever, but no, it was good. I saw my professors there and a few friends who were also in it, and it was neat. I didn't really have breakfast though, so the reception snacks were kind of my first meal of the day. And by that point, I mean, the whole drive there, I was just so groggy still. I wasn't like dangerously tired, like I was not a road hazard, don't worry. But there was just no energy today. There was no extra waking up that had to happen. I was just, nope. The ceiling for the energy level today was at like a mid to low height. And that is okay. That is perfectly normal and fine and well-deserved, and I should embrace it. Because I am very aware. I have checklists to do. I have things that need to get done this weekend, so I can't technically fully, completely relax, which is a pain. Because I would love to just have this weekend and treat it like an actual weekend, like how I used to treat it before quarantine, before COVID, before all of my social media things. I would have loved to just have a weekend that's actually just a weekend where I don't do any work. I'm not just concerned with how I can make this efficient or multitask with that, or if I'm doing this enough, or if I'm just doing enough. Yeah. I have a headache. And I plan to go to bed right after this. I'm not even in pajamas yet. But I thought I wanted to go to a coffee shop after the reception because I got my parking ticket validated for free because I was like in the show, so I get like a little thing. And everyone at the reception was hyping it up. It's like, oh, this is like your golden ticket for the day. You can go wherever you want and you won't have to pay for parking, which is a really good deal because parking's expensive. And I was like, I should take advantage of that. Everyone is saying like I should be going out and doing that, but I went alone. I didn't come with any friends, and the ones who were there had left already with the people they brought, so I don't know, I looked on Google Maps real quick. I was like, oh, there's a coffee shop up down the block. Like, that sounds alright, but like, I don't know, I was in a dress. I didn't really want to be walking around, and I have been seeing a lot of fear-mongering posts recently on Instagram about like women's safety and whatever. And also I just had no energy. So at first I was mean to myself. I was like, don't be a coward. Just push through and do this for yourself. You're resisting it because you don't feel special enough or whatever. But I think I was just tired. But I felt like I was wasting the opportunity. So I walked halfway across the block. And I did not want to go. So I turned around. I walked back across the same crosswalk. The cars waiting there were probably like, what is that girl doing? But no, I walked back and I went straight home. And I don't regret it because I did the morning pages. My pen ran out of ink, which I thought was very symbolic for today because that is how I feel. Yeah, all of the pens. I've been alternating. I have 4 blue pens, a pack that I bought along with my morning pages notebook in like January. These 4 lovely colors. I've been alternating each day, just so each day feels like a little more different, like a little extra color change, a little pizzazz. But I'm realizing that they are all now at the point where they will be running out of ink, which is a shame because they're really pretty colors. But also very appropriate for right now. And like when you think of it, I was writing about this in the morning pages today, even though they were really afternoon pages, but whatever. I haven't really grasped the gravity of this week yet, because it just slowly kept getting more and more intense until at the very end I was just slowly crashing and I had to keep pushing. And now I can rest, sort of, even though I have lots of things still due for other things outside of class that I need to keep working on, but we're not going to think about that right now. And yeah, this was my finals week. This is it. Yeah, but that's that. And I got sidetracked because I've still been thinking about that, the Zoom voice, whatever I've been calling it, just the impulsive need to feel like I know what's happening. For, like, to feel safe, I guess, you know, I can't just rest in not knowing. Because I feel like something's going to happen and it's going to be my fault because I should have known better, kind of thing. It started a long time ago. Just this constant observing, I guess. It always took me out of the moment. And I started to realize, too, that there was a thought process that took me out of the moment, and I didn't know how to stop it, or I didn't know if it was good or bad, because I did get praised for it. It's like the emotional maturity or whatever. So, like, I can be very cold and calculating sometimes in terms of stuff like this. It's very scientific. But it's been stopping my personal progress because I just get stuck analyzing things, and I don't actually feel things or change things. It's just a sit back and stare situation. So there was a YouTube video today that popped up about how self-awareness is treated like this big solution in modern day, but it's actually just another trap because it's getting pushed too far. And that's true. And I think I could benefit from doing a lot less thinking, a lot less analyzing. And I did achieve that earlier in The Artist's Way. Like a few logs back, I realized, hey, I'm actually doing okay and I don't have to worry so much. And then I didn't worry so much for like a couple days, like a week or so, and it was lovely. And I've started to go back to the analyzing and the worrying and stuff, and I'd like to stop that again, please. I think it's just this whole past week was just a lot, so I kind of had to constantly be thinking about all the work I had to do and the schedules and this and that. Like, there was a lot that was on my shoulders that I had to manage, and I guess it just got me back into some old habits. Near the end of today, I just completely kicked back. I mean, there were some things I wanted to do. I wanted to work on the comic, I wanted to edit, I wanted to do a couple more things, but I watched an 1.5-hour video on Gorilla's lore. I watched a video on a Miraculous episode. And then I made an egg sandwich, played some music, danced a little bit, and then I sat down and watched the movie. And now we're here. This feels like I don't even know what today feels like. It doesn't feel like a day because I'm already exhausted. Dude, I wanted to take a nap at 4 p.m. and I woke up at 12. It's just, I worked my butt off. I worked to exhaustion this week, and now I have to follow through and give myself the rest that I need after spending all of this energy. I have to recuperate because I deserve it. Yeah, I'm still waiting to feel proud about this whole thing. I've been noticing how little credit I give myself for like any of my accomplishments ever. And you'd think that would make me like be nicer to myself, but no, I actually just start insulting myself more about insulting myself. You know, these loops happen a lot. It's a very fun pattern. But I don't know, I'm getting all down on myself, but overall today was nice. I think I'm just being more vocal about it because I'm too tired to cover it up. I'm too tired to be like, it's whatever, it's fine. I mean, I do like being positive. It's not like I don't know. Yeah, no, I would just love to exist and not worry if I should be doing something else, or if I am secretly doing something wrong, or if I'm just gonna get blamed for something. I'm carrying a lot of other people's problems on my shoulders, and they don't need to be there. It would save me a lot of energy and time if I stopped carrying them. It's not a problem. And, you know, Project Hail Mary, the movie that I just watched, highly recommend, by the way. I don't know, it was about this scientist guy who was stuck alone in space, and it's all about, like, the importance of connection and, like, alien friendship and awesome stuff. It's very nice. But, I mean, he does logs, and I relate a lot to that. I don't know, I relate a lot to the nerd type that just, you know, always felt like an outcast, so you kind of just bury yourself in your craft and you do the logs to kind of keep yourself sane and also to have something to talk to. Besides the reception, I didn't talk to anyone else today, which for the most part was fine, but there's always that time before you go to bed where you kind of wish that you had a little conversation, but hey, that's what sketchbooks are for, right? And I'll be seeing my friends tomorrow, but it's not too hard to figure out why Victor from Arcane's one of my comfort characters, and Jinx. Anyway, I will be extending the week again because I still have the tasks to do, and I do not have the mental capacity to do any of them right now. I will be hitting the hay. And you know what? I can feel that right after this fat, massive sleep I'm about to have, I will be bouncing back tomorrow. I can feel it. And I'll probably dedicate like 2 hours maybe for the things I have to do just to ease my conscience, because like I do have to do a lot of things, and I just have to keep up with them every day so I don't fall behind, because I'm already behind. But I keep comparing this to my finals last year, my last spring semester, when I genuinely did not give myself any rest, and I ended up driving myself to physical sickness. So I think I'm tough on myself, but I think I gotta give myself more credit. This is big. Right, that was the thing I was thinking of. I keep expecting impossible things of myself. I keep trying things for the first time and getting mad that I'm not perfectly good at them, or I guess that's perfectionism. yeah, like the coffee shop, you know? I wasn't feeling like the high energy girl boss adventurer, and I didn't feel like going to the coffee shop, and I was like, why, you're lazy, whatever. What is that? When I was like 5 or 6, I would not have been forcing myself to do things I don't want to do. Fully believing that I should do this or that. It's ridiculous. I don't want that in my head. I would like to get that out so I can just exist as myself. But yeah. So, that is that. Good night. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully at an earlier time because it is just about midnight.